сказать, что я тебя любил, и друг без друга мы не дышим. С тобой я хотел узнать, что такое вместе. Осень уже 15-й раз, а ты еще не любила.
Live.
It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's how much time it takes to heal the bruise. And when the time comes, motherfuckers better choose. Where you let them live, make them pay, make them meet all the shit they say. Decapitate the prey and all safe day. Hope that the batteries fade away. It's okay, we don't have to live that way. Someday I'll have the final say. This situation, compensation, is absolutely necessary. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. This situation, compensation, is absolutely necessary. So don't take this lightly, in fact, write it down. The heat's around the corner, so it's time to skip town. With 10 pounds, bloodshot, red, chinky eye. I try not to cry, cause I think of my demise in the hands of a man with a little blue hat. I've gone too far and I can't go back. I'm up to my chin in the shit I've stepped in. Hopefully it won't totally consume me. Hopefully I'll have the last laugh. Hopefully that shit will just pass. If it don't, then my insurance policy. I got 12 bank accounts located overseas. Exit the stress, bounce out the country. Now I'm in Aruba in the hunt for trees. Now I'm in the mountains of Puerto Rico. And all you veteranes get chupa mi bicho. Never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's never about whether you win or you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose. It's how much you win, it's how much you lose.
Yeah.
I used to feel down, but I hit the ground running. Makes me feel alive. I was searching for the answers until I changed the question. I pulled back the curtain. I used to feel down, but I hit the ground running. Makes me feel alive. This is what my passion emits and press past the limits.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RiffDown. I am your host, TWK of TWK Reviews. And I'm, of course, here to continue, and I'm now going to bring in my co-hosts for tonight's events.
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, first up, from Houston, Texas, Car Junkie.
Hello and howdy.
Next up, the greatest Jew.
Wait. Before we do this, I need you to get the button ready.
I'm already playing music.
Okay, but just, can you get it ready? Like, was it on your phone on the WrestleCast?
Yes, I'll pull it up. Hold on.
Are you? Oh no!
I'm pulling it up. Alright, the button's up.
Okay. You may go ahead.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest Jew in New Jersey, CMG!
Yes, a man so awesome that there's only one man who's more awesome than me.
And his name is John Cena.
Do it! Didn't do that.
Da-da-da!
Not seen a Nazi.
You are going to regret the day you gave me that button.
You mean the day that I introduced that button?
Yeah, I still need you to give it to me.
It's a YouTube video.
That's a good one.
It's a YouTube video, not a button.
Yeah.
Like, just type in, and his name is John Cena. And it's like one of the first things that pops up.
I gotta do that.
And
I will abuse that button.
Oh yeah.
I think we used that button last Friday night.
Yeah, and Shades got annoyed at it Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. So anyway, dude, you've been missing out on
By the way, I may be going away for a couple minutes because my grandmother is coming. I've told you all about her loveliness. She stayed with us for 3 weeks.
Well, funny you mention that. Maddie's grandmother's also staying with him.
Well,
So you both have grandmothers.
nice having living grandparent.
taking over my room. But with that being said, they should be home any moment, and I'm gonna have to go off and help her in.
Right. Anyways, hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to Zach Keenan, Julian Figueredo, and Dragon Man, and of course Heavy A.
And Mike Shell.
No, he's not here. He's over in Houston.
Yeah, he says howdy, y'all.
Oh, really?
He's
Oh,
in the
cool.
chat. He's in the chat.
Oh, hey, Mike Shell. He's down in this. Wow. I hope your 20th reunion's going well.
There you go.
Yeah, he's his 20th high school reunion, if you can believe he's actually that old.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time to begin Smacketh Down.
His cat.
Anyways, the music you heard throughout the introduction was Presenter by Kevin MacLeod. Incompetech.com. Go check that out. And you heard some fantastic music during the pre-show, including independent bands, some underground bands, Saint Diablo and Lateral Edge.
I can't believe you didn't play any Okali Dokali.
I should play some Oakley Dokley. I was thinking about it this morning, but I just had so much work time. By the time I got home, it just wasn't on my mind.
Hey, the champ is here.
Well, you can tell who Metal Elitist friends are on Facebook.
Who?
Do you know how you can tell when you have a Metal Elitist friends on Facebook?
No.
When they actually start complaining about Oakley Dokley.
The irony is that I find it very ironic with you.
Oh! I have a rumor.
Of course, you have a rumor. You have a rumor.
No, but I just went on because I went to go check my email, and this comes from Cage Side Seats. I don't know if you heard this.
Yeah, I've heard of Cage Side Seats. They're relatively trustworthy.
Yeah, I actually bring a lot of things. Apparently, China cornered Triple H at Roddy Piper's funeral to apologize.
Oh, by the way, it's time to bring Mike Shell, and he wants to be in this as well. So let's bring in Mr. Mike Shell. Just got you wait for him to pick up the thing, and then you continue with your Oakley Dokeliness, neighbor Rooney. But what the hell was the deal with Sheamus and the referee? Was the referee not sure what was going on with the briefcase? What is this? I've never seen this before.
He was stalling.
Terribly.
Yeah.
Anyways, hi Mike.
Howdy, y'all.
How's the reunion
We
going?
had some China rumors for you.
Yeah, by the way, how's the reunion going?
I have no idea. I'm still stuck in Oklahoma.
What happened?
Twofold. The card company I was going to rent my card to won't rent to me because I don't have a major credit card.
Ah, boo.
And my license is expired.
Wow, that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm sorry you didn't get to go to your reunion, man.
I'm sorry, man, because,
That
wow.
sucks.
Well, thankfully, I can get it renewed tomorrow morning and still have time to get down there. Like I said, the reunion starts at 7. It's only an 8-hour drive.
Well,
It's more an 8-hour drive, but
I hope you're
But look at it this way, Mike Shell. At least you have us to keep you company and give you a laugh before your ride through of hell.
Yes.
Okay. But actually, as we brought you, you said you were coming on. I was actually going to give some China rumors. Apparently, China met with Triple H at Roddy Piper's funeral. The story is, at a private funeral for Roddy Piper that took place on Tuesday in Portland, reports indicate that former WWE superstar China was one of the people in attendance. Someone asked China's ex-boyfriend Sean Potman about her being in attendance. Potman claimed, and X-Pac basically claimed that she bum-rushed Triple H to apologize for her past actions. And I'm being called to come up, so I will continue this when I get back.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that. And X-Pac said that she may or may not have been invited, and even if she was, that's not exactly a good actions to take. I agree, Dragon Man. It would be nice if we actually started a wrestling show with a wrestling match. Wouldn't that be novel?
Yeah, see, unfortunately, this is not Ring of Honor.
This is not Ring of Honor. This is not Impact Wrestling. This is not Lucha Underground. This is not every other...
Impact this week started with a promo.
I know, but they've more often than WWE started with matches.
Actually, I stand corrected. I wasn't called yet.
Okay, then. Anyways.
Sorry, I'm on call.
Yes. You have family things. Anyways,
Yeah.
I've already expressed my thoughts on the China thing. What are your thoughts, Mattis?
But let me just quick. So China. These were the tweets, I guess. X-Pac put like China at Roddy Piper's funeral. Did she ever even work with him? Reeks of opportunism to be around Triple H. She may have met him a few times, and you're exactly right. Or is this somebody tweeting to him? And X-Pac said, She met him a few times after, right? He bum rushed Hunter and said sorry for everything. Pathetic. She was very close to being taken down by security, whether she knows it or not, after the threats and lies she told about him. I was informed. Then later he clarifies, says, I was informed by reliable sources she didn't crash the funeral. She was apparently invited. I have to correct myself. I apologize for using the term crash.
But it's still bum rushing to the point where she was almost escorted out by security?
Or at least that's from his view. But they're saying that in recent months, China has been working hard to get back in good terms with WWE, as she stopped by WWE office to grab some quick footage, I guess, for her crowd-funded documentary, and recently posted a video that indicates the company is refusing to take phone calls having to do with China.
He's blacklisted by the company, though.
Yeah. I think that at one point she should just take a hint.
You know, I can appreciate that she's trying.
But there are better ways to go about it. I mean, Triple H is trying to lay to rest someone whom he must have been at least relatively close with, and...
I mean, it's great that she wants to apologize for mistakes she's made. The unfortunate thing that really makes her... It's not that she did porn. It's the awful porn video that she did parodying wrestling.
Yeah, that probably didn't help.
No.
Not at all.
You know, the one where I think she in a threesome with a guy trying to be Triple H and a guy trying to be Hulk Hogan.
Well, that's a dark thing to bring up, LPH.
What?
It says not as bad as Whitney Houston's daughter's funeral.
Ooh.
That's dark. She was younger than me.
Well, yeah, I forget. You're young.
Yeah, I'm 24. And she was younger than me in her when she died. I mean, geez, that made me feel really sad. Anyway, Seth Rollins is still talking. And it's been 8 minutes.
Did John Cena say anything about accepting the match on Tough Enough? Because
Yeah, he said he's healthy, and so he's going to be at SummerSlam.
Good.
I can hear your smugness about John Cena unifying the belts.
No, really?
And you're gonna...
Or are they gonna do what ROH is doing with Jay Lethal?
That would be awesome. Though there is a rumor that the ending is probably more than likely going to be something to where both people's they like a no contest or something to where they both end with the title, or both end up keeping their titles. So something maybe like a no contest or something like that. Which, you know what? Here's the thing: if John Cena wins it and gets both titles, that would be the most ballsiest thing to do.
Actually, I think the ballsiest thing to do would be to have Seth Rollins win clean.
That too, but at the same time, but of the two ballsier things, John Cena makes
different entrance than Neville. For Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't new Neville.
a little bit, and he's got a new T-shirt.
It's just the John Cena one makes more sense because there's more they can do storyline wise with that. Like,
and Dragon Man in the chats, and Dragon
I'm
Man
enjoying him on Up, Up, Down, Down.
Neville, yeah, who they're actually calling Pac.
Hawkman.
Well, they started with Pac-Man. They gave him Pac-Man, but before that, they were literally like during the ping pong tournament just calling him Pac.
yeah, and then in the Rocket League game, they called him Pac-Man or Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Oh man, and then like Callisto was Superman.
Yeah, Kalisto is Superman.
I don't know why, but then he.
But I just love that they're actually calling him by his indie name on Up, Up, Down, Down. That's amazing.
They're calling it's Austin Creed, which is his indie name.
That's his real name.
No, it's Austin Watson. It's his real name.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. And of course, Dragon Man in chat is thanking God that Adrian Neville came out. Well, I'm sorry, Neville, because you can't have too many people with two names. It confuses the crowd, makes them question their reality.
You can't have him with an A name.
Yes, Antonio, Alexander, Adrian, Jesus, wow, what the hell, WWE?
Vince hates the letter A.
Is
Yeah,
because
asshole starts with an A. There's the reason.
And Ironhide Newbie says John's new merchandise may have spoiled the match. Bugsley?
Hey.
Bugsley?
Hello.
Bugsley!
Was I not audible this whole time?
What's up, Stephanie?
Hi, Bugsley.
Hi.
So you're going to be able to get your ticket before the Breaking Benjamin concert?
I don't know. Depends on what my thought is.
Speaking of, here's the Swiss Superman.
By the way, I have to ask, is it me or just Cesaro dressing like Nigel McGuinness a bit here?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely looking.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's Nigel Cesaro.
Watch out,
Guys, I had a really weird wrestling related dream.
Oh, what's that?
I don't remember what the details were, but I had to fight Sasha Banks and Adrian Neville was there.
Okay. Is it just like at
I
ringside
had
or
to fight her.
something?
No, not even in a wrestling match. Like, she was like in my neighborhood for some strange reason. I believe she kidnapped my younger brother and I had to fight her to get him back.
Okay then. Well, I've heard weirder dreams. By the way,
Speaking of Neville,
And
You
Neville
know-
was just there.
I have to bring up Monday night. So yeah, they really are going with Steve Amell.
yes, and I love
Yes.
it.
Yep.
Dude, I think
I love
can he
it
wrestle?
too.
I think he might be able to wrestle.
You hear? Okay.
By the way, there's someone in the crowd, like up in the stands, wearing a Delirious mask.
I just want to finish this.
Dude, you missed.
This got called, as you guys have heard, so I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
All right.
But to finish on that, I wasn't digging it until Triple H did the whole thing, the green arrow and red arrow.
Yes.
Great. Are we gonna now have to change
Wait a
Neville
minute.
from Neville to Roy Harper?
Dude, Steve! Oh, by the way, hey,
But after watching Steve Amell jump over the barrier, jump on the ring, and jump over the ring and do a spear in less than 5 seconds, I'm like, okay, I'm into this. He can actually be athletic and do this.
Yes.
dude,
So,
he probably does CrossFit.
so I'll be back, folks, in just a couple minutes, all right?
All right. Car Junk, you have something to say.
Yeah, well, I was watching Ring of Honor last night, and I think I made this comment right before Matty J show ended last night. There was a unique cosplayer in the crowd last night at ROH.
Who?
Truth Martini.
There's a Truth Martini cosplayer.
Yes.
I'm used to seeing the one guy keep on dressing like in all the different Liger costumes, but Truth Martini's a new one.
Yes. I was like, holy shit. Truth Martini, and he has a book in his hand, too. Double awesome.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I like it, Maggle.
I know you're a Truth Martini mark.
Yes, because I believe he is from Detroit. From the mean.
Dude, there's a lot of people. A lot of members have been to House of Truth.
Yes, a lot of people. Roderick Strong, currently Jay Lethal. I'm trying to think of all the other members of the House.
Taven. Matt Taven with HOT.
Yeah, Matt Taven. Also, former television champion Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa? Who the fuck is Ciampa?
Tommaso Ciampa,
Yeah, I'm kidding. I know who he is.
the Sicilian psychopath.
Yes.
Is he? No, I haven't seen him in ROH lately.
I have no idea what the deal with him is, unfortunately.
That's why I want to know what's going on with Colt Cabana, because that's my favorite wrestler.
Well, he hasn't been in Ring of Honor in a while because he hates the management.
He hates management for what they did to Steen.
He just doesn't like the management period at the moment because he just feels it's too corporate.
And we know he's been fucked by corporate before WWE.
No, he wasn't. That was Scotty Goldman.
Dude, I found that offensive, dude.
Well, there's two different. They're two totally different people.
Scotty Goldman and Colt Cabana?
Yeah, they're two totally different people. I mean, you asked Colt Cabana about Scotty Goldman. He's like, no, Scotty Goldman, he's gone somewhere else. And they're like, okay, I believe you.
Oh, man, they had him come down to Hava Nagila. God.
Wasn't that also Barry Horowitz's theme?
Oh, you mean the Constant Jobber?
Yes.
Dude, one of the reasons why WCW failed? Or with wins.
Well, he won a couple matches in WWE.
So did Brooklyn Brawler.
LPH is wondering if Neville's going to have a drug problem. I'm guessing that's a reference to Red Arrow. Guessing that's a reference to Red Arrow?
Yes.
Because Roy has a drug problem?
Roy Harper.
Does Roy Harper have a bit of a drug problem or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has
He
he
does on
appeared?
the show.
Has he appeared on the television show yet?
Yes.
I really need to start watching that really soon.
First 2 seasons are on Netflix, sir.
I'm going to get on that then.
Oh, yeah, and I'm starting rewatching, whatchamacallit,
Supernatural?
no,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah, it's second season.
I can't wait for season 3 because I don't want to spoil anything that happened in season 2, but the final 10 seconds, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Well, I'm still going to watch because I'm a fan. And I think... Dude, there was a huge line at... Chloe Bennett was at Comic Palooza, and it was a huge-ass launch. She was like one of the big three.
People must really love Wrestling Isn't Wrestling then.
Huh? Comic Palooza, dude.
Comic Palooza.
Guess I have to hold this button for the whole thing then.
What button are you holding then?
I don't know, there's a button on my mic, and every time I let go of it, you all stop answering, so I'm assuming you can't hear me.
Oh, no, I just heard you right now, though.
Yes, because I'm holding the button.
So I guess it's sort of like a walkie-talkie. You hold the button to talk.
Yeah, I don't want to do this for a whole hour.
You don't have to hold the button. You just hold it when you want to talk.
Flash appeared in season 2.
But I'll forget and then start talking and then realize you can't hear me, and then,
Just treat it like a walkie-talkie. That's the best advice I got.
with Johnny.
Otherwise, you'll just develop carpal tunnel. And you don't want carpal tunnel.
No, not tonight.
Charlotte!
It's not on tonight.
Doodly, doodly.
I'm just happy that the Arrow is bringing back the Constantine.
Yes, that is also good.
Very much.
Oh, shit. Constantine.
You said Total Divas.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it's Divas, because I meant Divas.
The Divas are on. That's their. This is their
Hi, Miss Reynolds. PCB?
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Their names.
Becky.
Paige, Becky, Charlotte. It's the initials of their name.
Yeah. Yeah, because sorority submission, anything can be. I mean, Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys try to have Cowboys.com and lost it to a gay escort site.
Whoopsie.
Which doesn't bother me at all because I'm not a Cowboy fan. Fucking hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I guess
on Sundays.
I'm guessing you also aren't a big fan of the Kid Rock song Cowboy?
No, it's just Dallas.
Oh.
Yeah.
And see, again, the only Dallas team I root for is the Stars because I don't have a hockey team in Houston. If I did, we don't have the Arrows anymore. Arrows are now Iowa. Thanks, Wild.
By the way, is anyone else disappointed that we're not having a women's title match at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I'm also disappointed.
Because I was really hoping that like either like Charlotte or Sasha Banks would take the belt at SummerSlam. Because they're bad, Jamon.
Really, really bad.
Who's bad? I'm bad.
Oh, that's scary that you're bad.
Little by little, my Michael Jackson impersonation is getting better and better. Before you know it, you won't even be able to tell the difference.
Get up. Don't flatter yourself.
I have to flatter myself. It's how I get my self-esteem.
Now you get yourself esteem from trolling everybody.
That too.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, and remember, I have permission from Shade. Dish him out.
Oh, Ironhide Newbie says that Jack Swagger's picking up wins on main event. Cool.
He's still alive?
Yes, he is. And he's winning matches on main event, so good for him then.
Hey, don't forget, Kurt Hawkins is, what's his indie name now?
Yeah, he's going by his real name, Brian Myers, I believe.
Did he, what was it, the Major Brothers?
Well, yeah, what was it, like 5 years ago?
No, 10 years ago. Remember, that was ECW.
Yes, that was like 5 years ago.
No, because ECW was 2006.
I know, but when they were wrestling, it was like 2010, 2009 on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more like 5 or 6 years ago.
MJ is Mexican now. Wait, why are we getting a Pop Tarts commercial?
They do sometimes.
Tita, let's see. Dragon Man says that he would settle for Moppy taking the belt from Nikki. By the way, you would not believe the stories Perry Saturn has with Moppy. He would do horrible, dirty things with that thing with other women. And I'll just leave it at that.
Dude, WWE ruined a great wrestler there with Saturn.
You want to know whose idea it was to trash Moppy in the wood chipper? It was Perry Saturn's idea.
Dude, he deserves so much better than WWE.
Yes, and you want to know an interesting fact? During his time in WCW, do you know who got laid the most?
Hmm?
Do you know of the people he hung out with in WCW? Do you know who got laid the most?
No.
Why is this a thing?
Raven.
Raven.
See, up giving me random facts about WCW.
Because it reminds me of a shoot interview that he did where he answered these questions.
Why is this even a thing?
Because he answered these questions on an interview that the fans were asking.
Why did anybody want to know?
Because people are very curious. That's why.
It's so dumb. Why is that out of all the questions you could ask, that's the one you're going to go with? Really?
People are submitting questions like just all these random questions like about Moppy and all this stuff, and it's very entertaining. I highly recommend you guys go look it up if you want to be entertained for a good 10 minutes. And Zach Keenan wants to know why Divas can't use strong style, and Dragon Man responds with, because WWE doesn't want their women to be powerful. Probably. WWE, they like their women to be as girly as possible.
Yeah. Look at Paige. Look at Becky. Becky's.
I know, but it reminds me of things that Gail Kim said about how they like their women to wrestle, and that's to be as girly as possible, not to use actual wrestling moves that often.
Yeah. Here's the thing: Becky Lynch and Charlotte. You know what they are.
Yes.
They're wrestlers.
Let's just hope that eventually they can overcome the glass ceiling that the main roster creative has set for them. They need to burst through that glass.
one of the best matches on NXT.
Yes. Now, if only they would allow them to put on that caliber of a match on the main roster.
Okay. And gotcha. Let's see. See, and I remember who it was Ivory that was pissed off at Vince for saying you can't teach him for focusing on model when it came to the Divas.
Yeah.
And of course, Row Nation, they're called Diamonds.
Actually, yeah, Diamonds, which I think is a lot better than Divas.
They don't even get much chance to shine.
Better than the main roster, though.
No, they're barely on TV.
Really?
Dude, I didn't see a single Diamonds match at all at Comic Palooza.
Wow, last year's Summer of Champions, they were featured quite prominently in that Battle Royal.
Yeah, and won by
Cinema. And unfortunately, I guess they just didn't do anything with her then?
They really haven't done much. Well, there was a feud with her and Kenzie Sykes and Princess Miranda, but that's it. Sykes camp, and that's it.
That's really disappointing.
Yep.
And seated Rana, very nice by Naomi.
And apparently WWE is bringing back another favorite.
Oh yes.
The Diva Search is returning.
Because that's so fantastic. It's not like we have a whole roster of women on the NXT programming and even more in the Performance Center. No, we need to use the Diva Search because... Also, I agree, LPH. Moppy versus glass of milk. Glass of milk. Glass of milk. At WrestleMania 32.
Alrighty then.
It's a meme that Lil Karibo started during the Mark Remark.
Oh.
It's amazing. You do not know the power of the glass of milk.
Wait a minute, who is Charlotte married to, I think?
I don't know and I don't care.
Charlotte is married, or was married, was in a relationship with someone from TNA. Magnus? Not Magnus. No.
Bram?
Bram.
I know Bram's cool. I know Bram's
She's married to
cool.
Bram.
Cool. That's kind of weird, though, when you consider their personalities in the ring. Because, you know, Bram on television... Because Bram on television is all psycho, and Charlotte's not. Also, there's a finish him sign. I love that person. Finish him! Reminds me of Chikara. Spear!
What's the spear?
Eat it, Gilbert.
Wait a minute. Spear by her doesn't finish anyone, but spear by Moose or Reigns, you're out. This makes sense.
Because reasons. And to be fair, Moose is a very big guy.
Yeah, I feel...
Oh, and Veda Scott's no longer with Moose.
Or Roman Reigns ran at any speed and tackled you, you'd go down.
Yeah,
not
Moose.
move for a while.
Yeah, Moose
You'd
got
be
rid.
broken.
Probably. By the way, Moose got rid of Veda Scott at least a month ago, if not longer.
Well, we're not talking about Sheamus, are we?
No, Moose. He's a wrestler, former football player. He's been with Ring of Honor for the past year, and he was also my pick to be Rookie of the Year thus far.
Thought we were talking about Sheamus.
Nope, Moose.
My Rookie of the Year might be Charlotte.
I know. Moose is Moose is like 6'6", and he's black,
That'll
and
take you down.
he's big, and he's got a catchy theme song that goes, Moose! Moose! Moose!
Sounds dumb.
No, it's actually good because it's got like a beat behind it, and the whole crowd joins in with the whole arm motion, like bring the arm down, going Moose, Moose, and like him.
Are you doing the arm motion?
Yeah, and like Moose is doing it, his manager's doing it, everybody just Moose, 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 and it's just like
whatever happened to Artie Evans?
I don't know. He's being underutilized, that's for sure. I do know that Prince Nana was on commentary last.
Off on Chikara, thanks a lot.
I know. I do know that Prince Nana is still around, and he was on commentary a little while ago on Ring of Honor, and he's still entertaining as ever. He is still one of my favorite managers, and I want to hug him one day.
So what I missed? Did I miss Bubba Love Sponge and whatever media releasing the John Cena sex tape?
Not yet. Just wait for it.
Just waited for it.
It'll happen. Just wait for it. Everyone makes mistakes. Anyways, you missed a pretty decent Divas match between Charlotte and Naomi.
Well, it was Charlotte, so of course it was.
And right now you're
Naomi, of course it was too.
Yes, and you missed somebody in like one of the closer rows holding up a sign that said "Finish him." So nice Mortal Kombat reference there.
There was a great sign that was on Monday Night Raw this past week. What was it? Oh God, I'm trying to remember it now.
Also, to Dragon Man, why Paige wasn't there, because SmackDown is taped on Tuesdays, and during that time, Paige is at Tough Enough for the live show. Because Tough Enough is live on Tuesdays, and SmackDown is...
It's as Paul Heyman said, because Paige doesn't want to work Tuesdays.
Yeah, Paige does work Tuesdays, it's just that she's on Tough Enough as a coach. A judge. She's judge on Tough Enough, and it just so happens that Tough Enough is live when SmackDown is being taped.
Oh, this should be a good main event.
Yeah, Cesaro and Owens versus Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. We got a British wrestler,
or as I like to call it, Ring of Honor.
Well, Neville was never in Ring of Honor. He only wrestled probably a handful of matches there, but he mostly wrestled over in England.
So we got Black Steen versus Castagnoli and Pac. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Anybody know?
There's a feud between Moose and Cedric Alexander.
Let's see. Got to remove a troll from the chats.
By the way, I only saw the beginning. I haven't watched it all the way through, but I saw the beginnings of the Mysterio, Mystique Triple Mania main event.
I have not seen that yet either.
Yeah, I only saw the first 2 minutes and the entrances. I would like to see. I'm actually trying to wait for when the full thing gets put out on YouTube, because I'm sure it will. But also the fact that I heard the English version was just marred with screw ups.
Oh, that sounds bad. Who was on commentary?
It was supposed to be Matt Stryker and who was the British guy again who did Ultima Lucha?
I can't remember his name for the life of
that
me.
guy. I don't remember his name, but he's really cool.
Brian Cage?
No, he's a British guy.
Now, this, by the way, I will say, I did watch both the main event of Ultima Lucha after WrestleCast last week and the Vampiro Octagon Jr.
Pentagon.
Octagon is a completely different wrestler.
I was thinking of the other wrestler. I apologize. Pentagon Jr.
I tapped out at the match when he shoved the light bulb in his face. I was like, nope.
To me, the match was nothing that special. I mean, outside of, there were light tubes in it.
Yes, I love... You must not like death matches that much, then.
I can't stand them.
But I'm just saying, it's not like we haven't seen light tubes in wrestling before.
I know, but this is the first time it's been on a national stage.
Okay, but CCW.
That's not a national stage. That's an indie company.
And I guess for me, because I've seen it before.
As have I. I've seen plenty of death matches, but seeing it given the production value of a national company is just amazing.
Are you guys looking at a commercial featuring Triple H?
Yes, we've seen this commercial about 20 times already.
I've not seen it yet.
They show this one a lot during SmackDown.
Oh, god damn. fuck me. Anyways, I'm sorry. No, but I do admit that the twist at the end, that was good.
Somebody said it.
Even though I hadn't seen the entire storyline.
That was Mike Shaw. Mike Shaw called
mad.
it. Mike Shaw called it.
Mike Shaw, you're stupid spoil.
Even though I didn't see it, I got enough of the storyline to understand that this was a really big twist.
Oh yes, it was, and I enjoyed the match because I
do like the twist, and I think I'd be more into the entire thing if I had watched. And I am gonna try to watch it.
What?
But
by the way, during this past week, there's been sort of a movement to try to get Lucha Underground on Netflix. The hashtag Netflix needs Lucha. I tweeted that at least 15 times since.
Oh, I love that. That
Sunday.
would be so helpful.
Yeah, because we
want. Wait a minute. So Prince Puma is Ricochet?
Yes.
Did Ricochet have a tryout with NXT?
Probably.
Well, he's not there yet, so I mean.
Because I think because when I heard Ricochet, I think I remember hearing.
I forgot.
I remember Ricochet's name as somebody who had tried out with WWE, and I think it was just because they had just gotten Sami Zayn and they didn't, and they felt they had enough small men.
Right. Although I won't say that Sami Zayn's technically small because I think he's like 5'11". He's like at least 5'11", 6 feet. He's just really lanky.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, I mean, Sami Zayn kind of tallish, and not a giant.
They had that, and they had Adrian Neville. I think they had signed, and that was at the time he was part of the British Connection or whatever the tag team was. I can't remember.
By the way, I will say this for Lucha Underground: they have announced that season 2 is 99.95% going to happen. So
filming or anything.
So yeah, there will be a season 2 of Lucha Underground. They're just trying to get some.
By the way,
I
give major props to WWE for this graphic work.
Yes, it's pretty amazing. And the only disappointing thing was the fact that the match was so short. I mean, Bad News Bear went from beating Adrian Neville in a competitive match to win King of the Ring to getting absolutely owned by him in less than 2 minutes.
Well, there's a rumor going around that they're going to drop the King gimmick and he's going to go back to Bad News Barrett.
And hopefully he'll just...
What the fuck was having him win King of the Ring if they're going to drop the King gimmick?
Because WWE just doesn't care.
Like, why? Stop it.
It was all for
Stop
filler.
Stop ruining Wade.
It's all for
Stop
filler.
It.
Like,
Wade's literally... Like, I love him, and they just ruin him, and I'm sad.
Well, look at how athletic this guy is.
I know, he's in out and... Boom! Just immediately in the ring. Immediately.
Okay. That TV show workout that he's doing for the TV show is really paying off.
Well, concerned that he has to be on a superhero television show, I mean, he's got to be at least a little athletic, to do at least some of the stunts. This has been some of the best build-up for any feud in WWE in recent memory. And you just gotta love just how King Bear's just thrown in here because reasons. He's just there.
So what's the bet on Neville coming out in a Red Arrow suit?
That'd be pretty cool.
He's probably gonna.
And I hope that Stephen Amell actually wears the Green Arrow outfit. That'd be pretty cool as well. And after the match,
the executives at the CW are going, yes, thank you.
More publicity. Give us more publicity. Yes. For the next angle, how about you get Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles? They're not doing anything right now.
Oh, by the way, speaking of SummerSlam and of course that weekend, before tonight's SmackDown, because I forgot to watch it last night, I watched NXT from yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah, so there was a new match named for TakeOver. Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe. By
the way, they still haven't announced a 3-way tag team title match. There's still no match.
Baron Corbin? Is that what that whole match is? Because he broke Tyson.
It was an accident. Accidents happen.
Okay. But with that being said, who called that match happening before it even?
You did. But however, the match that I want to see happen isn't happening, and that's the Dubstep Cowboys versus Enzo and Cass.
Oh, it will happen. It will. They have one more week to add to that match.
They have to, because if they go to Brooklyn with no end zone casts, that's just a huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, but also let's think of this. What if what happens is, at Takeover before the match, they take over. I mean, at Takeover, they take the jump from behind and take out the Vaudevillains, and then
They can't be heels. They can't be heels.
We've got no opponents. No one can face us. We're the tag team champions, and then all of a sudden, dan, 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 bop, 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 bop. You're soft and you're sloppy. They're calling me Poppy. Yes, I have listened to Enzo's theme song.
Is that the lyrics?
Remember the lyrics.
Yes. The lyrics are very nonsensical. They don't really make that much sense if you actually listen to the lyrics of their theme song.
But they're awesome because it's Enzo and Cass.
I know, if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, what is he trying to say? Is he just throwing out random words?
He's the smack talker, Skywalker. That's why.
See, what does that mean?
That means you.
Oh, great, Ryback's cutting a promo, and it's not backstage, which means this can only be a thing. Let's see, looking in the crowd for interesting signs. I'm noticing for SmackDown, I noticed that they like to put blue lights on the crowd for some reason. I guess for ambiance.
Well, they put red lights on Raw.
Even though they don't do blue or red ropes anymore, which makes me sad. I miss the blue and red ropes. The white ones just look generic to me. I have no idea why they chose white ropes. It just, to me, it never looks good.
Well, we'll see what happens when they move to their new home on the USA Network.
Hopefully they bring back the red, white, and blue ropes for that. That would be pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yep.
There are two types of rope styles that never go out of fashion. Red, white, and blue, and black.
Maybe they'll change SmackDown's colors to yellow and black.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you just coming up with random color schemes in your head?
What?
Are you just coming up with random color schemes in your head?
Now I have CZW in my head now.
Oh, right, because deathmatch.
Yeah.
Hey, is it me or is Raw the only live show wrestling show every week?
Kind of is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ring of Honor's taped, Raw is taped, TNA's taped, which is an occasional live show.
TNA is super taped.
Well, so is Ring of Honor.
And Lucha Dragon is also super taped.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Not Lucha Dragons.
Did you do that on purpose?
Lucha
You did that on purpose.
Lucha Dragons are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Wait a minute, aren't the Lucha Dragons supposed to be the number one contenders?
They're all number one contenders.
They all are, all the time.
They all are.
Always.
Everybody wins!
Here's my question. What happens if the Lucha Dragons win at SummerSlam?
I'll be a very happy Lucha Mark.
What if the Lucha Dragon...
But let me tell you something. I think Kalisto is the guy that can bring Lucha Libre back into the WWE.
I agree, and I would like for them to push him more. And hopefully after...
If he keep putting on spectacular matches, they will push him, and they'll say, we need to get more of these type of guys. Because I would like to see Prince Puma in the WWE.
Wait a minute, that's Ricochet.
Yes.
I know, we were talking about that earlier. Didn't he have...
Jack Evans in the WWE would be awesome.
If you take Jack Evans and put him in the
Card
WWE,
Junkie.
you're bringing...
Card Junkie, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Ricochet have a tryout once?
He may have.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Because I faintly remember Ricochet having a tryout.
I'm pretty sure he did.
WWE.
But it was like months ago.
I mean, ultimately, I would love to see Rey Mysterio come back.
He's...
Not in a wrestling capacity.
Ray said that a comeback wouldn't be out of the question in the future.
I think ultimately with Ray, it was just that he he'd been in some WWE so long, he wanted to go out and prove that he could still be like on the independent circuit.
I think he just wanted to. Part of him just wanted to go back home to Mexico.
Yeah.
And just sort of wrestle there with some of his friends.
Yeah. Well, certainly, but again, shred his lip, because when you're on the... Because again, he's been with WWE since...
2002.
2002, so 12 years. I think that is the longest he's been with any company.
Yeah, and I think that he sort of just may have been starting to go stagnant, sort of want to add some fire to... Add some... sort of rekindle that fire for his love for the business, maybe a little bit, by going back to Lucha Libre, maybe learning a few things that may have been developed from his time with WWE, and hopefully improve his craft, and if he ever comes back, he'll be that much better.
And get healthy.
Yes, that too.
I mean, again, how old is he again?
He's about maybe 36, 37.
I was going to say, he's in his 30s, and I don't know, I'm not saying any older than 30 whatever.
Yeah, because
he's not 40 yet. We would know if he was 40.
Yeah, he started wrestling at a really young age.
The other thing is that, there's two things with him. One is that during his last few years, he was really injured.
Yes.
And I don't think anybody will admit it, but WWE did him a benefit by keeping him out of the ring and resting him as much as they did.
Well, he didn't really.
They did. I mean, I understand everybody. I just think, especially in recent years with injuries, WWE has been really careful with major injuries. I mean, there's two that come to mind that maybe are outside, and that's CM Punk and John Cena. But in John Cena's case, that's because he's a super freak, and he has Wolverine-like healing.
And right now, Daniel Bryan doesn't even want to be on the shelf because he's like, no, trust me, I'm good. Just let me wrestle. Well, you gonna let me wrestle? Yeah, come on, I'm not that injured. Come on, let me wrestle.
Yeah, but they want to be
doctors just like, dude, stop.
Well, to be fair, Daniel Bryan's the type of person who actually did once wrestle with a detached retina.
Yeah, and I trust me, that gets a lot of respect from me. At the same point in time, we all have to understand that in this day and age, because of the concussion lawsuits and because of basically the concussion lawsuits, WWE is going to be super careful, especially when they have a lawsuit.
Oh, guys, we got a guy who's not been in our chat room in quite a while. We have a Mr. Eric Enrage.
Oh, hey. Hello, old friend.
And he says he would like to see Pentagon Jr. in the WWE.
I'd like to see him. I think he has a cool look, and he could be a great
he has a very unique look. That
They'll make him change it, though.
I hope
They'll make him change it. They'll make it lawsuits, because Lucha Underground's going to be like, you can't have it, it was ours first.
Actually, he's been using that gimmick before Lucha Underground. That's always been like his gimmick for a while, I believe.
Oh, so maybe...
I think he has the rights to his gimmick. If not him, then possibly
so.
AAA.
If not him...
Okay, first of all, why is Demi Lovato the theme song for...
Because they hate us. Because they hate us.
I bet you Demi Lovato...
Because they want to try to trap that Frozen fan base.
No, this goes beyond Frozen. I mean, this is them just going, oh, what's popular on the charts these days? Yeah, let's just go with that.
No, go back to your old style of picking, like... I don't even know if metal is...
There is one thing about SummerSlam that I'm sad about, though.
What?
No, it looks like there's going to be no Sting.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which is kind of disappointing, because I was like, oh...
There's too many stars. He can promote Battleground or whatever. Not Battleground.
To be fair, maybe their big surprise is going to be Taker wins, and as he's celebrating, lights go out. You hear the crow, and out comes Sting, and he points the baseball bat at Taker.
Nah.
That might be a good match, even though they're both in their 50s.
By the way, I wonder, do you think Sting ever joined the Baseball Furies? Because he's got a baseball bat. He's got a baseball bat, and he's got face paint. All he needs now is a Yankees jersey. Are we going to have more talking? Please, no more talking.
It's Bray Wyatt.
This is Bray fucking Wyatt.
I know, but we just had Ryback talking. I want a match.
Interesting.
Okay, you can never have enough of Bray Wyatt and Harper talking, as far as I'm concerned. And by the way, I'm really, really loving this feud between you know, Reigns and Ambrose and Wyatt and Harper.
2/3 of the Wyatt family versus 2/3 of the Shield.
Yeah, pretty much. Unfortunately, one of the reasons Sting isn't around is because Eric Rowan is injured. If Eric Rowan wasn't injured, then they probably would have brought Sting in. Which just makes me sad. So thanks a lot, Eric Rowan, you fragile bald man.
Well, but also, if Eric Rowan wasn't injured, they may have got instead with the whole.
They
would have gone ahead maybe and brought Bubba and Devon in and had the whole Wyatt versus Dudley's match. Though my hope is that what this will do is maybe push it back to WrestleMania, and maybe we'll get the Wyatt family versus the Dudleys.
Why are we talking about the Dudleys for?
Because no, hold on. I have to explain this to Pugsley. The Dudleys said that they want to wrestle Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
Because basically, when Rowan was healthy and they were in a tag team, Harper, when we're seeing him called Way, and the Way is basically the 3D. Does that explain it, Pugsley?
That makes sense.
But I just had an idea, T-Dub.
What?
What if at WrestleMania in a 6-man match we have the Wyatt family of Bray Wyatt, Harper, and Rowan versus the Dudleys? Bubba, Devon, and Spike.
That sounds like it could be good. And of course, there would have to be a tables match.
Oh, it'd have to be, yeah. Elimination style tables match.
There's no other way to do it. I mean, you can't just do a one-fall tables match. Who does that? You can't do a one-fall tables match if it's a tag team. No, it has to be elimination.
Well, I do remember that the option was available on
the SmackDown games. Yeah, but I never did that. I always did elimination.
Doing what?
Elimination tables match at WrestleMania.
Oh, and going back to the Lucha Underground, it was Michael Chiavello who was the other announcer on Ultimate Lucha.
And by the way, and just
Is that where you listen here too?
And here's the thing, T-Dub, just to bring the nostalgia factor, have the Dudleys come in with Sign Guy Dudley and everybody's favorite ring announcer,
the quintessential stud muffin, Joel. Insert lengthy, sexy limerick here.
Joel. I made Vinny go, oh, mouse! And put the cream in Daisy's coffee. Gertner.
Well, you know what the interesting thing about being I'm friends with him on Facebook. You know what the weirdest thing about him is? He's obsessed with the stock market.
Okay.
Like every other post he has is him like analyzing like what stocks are down, which ones are up. Joel Gertner just he loves himself the New York stocks.
Oh.
And Reltachi says that Spike might be done with wrestling, so yeah, that would make me sad.
You know, never give up the idea that maybe one more match or whatever.
I'm sure if they throw enough money his way. Everybody's got a price for Vince McMahon.
Oddly enough, you saw what my latest CMG wrestling review was, right?
Is it a WrestleMania?
No, it's a SummerSlam. It's all
of course. Oh yeah, you always have to do with your themes with whatever month it is.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. So it'd be SummerSlam 92, right?
Actually, that's what I'm going to do this week. No, the one I just released last week was 88.
That's Ted DiBiase versus...
That's the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks.
So it's so the Mega Powers, of course, Savage and Hogan, and Mega Bucks being Ted DiBiase and Andre.
Yeah.
Thought so. Just making sure.
But you know what? I don't know how I never saw it up until now. I just don't remember it watching the Savage Hogan WrestleMania Rewind episode. But yeah, I don't remember the whole Elizabeth tearing away her skirt.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Huh.
It's something I said on the podcast. I'll be honest, I never saw the sex appeal of Miss Elizabeth. Like, I thought she was a lovely and beautiful woman, no doubt, but, you know, I never went gaga over her like other people did.
Then you're not Randy Savage, who was utterly paranoid to the point of locking her in his locker room half the time.
Yeah, I know.
Cocaine makes you very paranoid, ladies and gentlemen.
I always thought that they were like an actual couple.
They were an actual couple, and he would actually lock her in his locker room because he was that
Randy
paranoid.
Savage and Miss Elizabeth. I thought they were like legit, like married.
They were.
And then I found out that they're not.
Well, they were
They
married.
weren't.
They weren't married until the mid-'90s. Then they broke up, and then Elizabeth got together with Lex Luger.
They were married.
And
then they
unfortunately,
broke up.
for Miss Elizabeth,
Yep, and then Elizabeth
I'm glad
would
they were
have
actually
like,
a couple of months.
and then Liz would have like I think an overdose eventually.
yeah,
Yep.
There's
Well,
no,
I mean, I knew that happened, but still.
that was a wake-up call for
Randy
Luger.
Savage?
Yep.
Luger hasn't been inducted, has he?
No, he's not.
He has.
I don't think Luger has been
Okay, never
inducted.
mind.
He's still part of the WWE, right? Like the wellness consultant.
I don't know, but technically he should be in because they inducted the Horsemen.
Yeah.
So technically,
No, the original Horseman, because then Sting would be in there too.
no, they didn't induct the original Horsemen because Ole wasn't there.
No, Ole wasn't an original Horseman.
Yeah, it was Ole, Arn, Flair, and Ole, Arn, Flair.
Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, Flair, and Wyndham.
That's the second version.
Yeah, with J.J. Dillon. That's the version that got inducted.
I know, but that's not the original.
Isn't Ollie dead, though?
No, Ole's still alive from what I can remember. I think he has a grudge with Vince or something.
More than likely.
And Reltachi confirmed in the chat that Liz did die of an overdose.
I will say this. My top 3 picks right now for the Hall of Fame this year at WrestleMania is Taker, Sting, and Michael P.S. Hayes and the Freebirds.
Nice Michinoku driver number 2 from Luke Harper, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
And I see that Dean Ambrose is rocking the Goldberg look.
He's come out to spear the Rock. But no, what do you think? Do you think that's how Michael P.S. Hayes will finally get into the Hall of Fame as collectively with the Freebirds? Will he get in by himself?
I think
What's
you'll
The
have
Rock's
to.
relationship to Roman Reigns?
What's what?
The Rock's
I think they're cousins.
related.
I think they're cousins.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think for Michael Hayes, I think they're going to go in. I think he has to go in with the Freebirds.
And it has to be in Dallas. Like, I thought he would go in Atlanta.
Yeah. Because, Bad Street and all that,
Yeah. But if he doesn't go in Atlanta, he has to go in Dallas because that's where he made his name, in Dallas.
Yeah, with the wrestling the Von Erich clan.
Yeah. And I know the Von Erichs are already in, aren't they?
I believe so. And by the way, it's weird going back and watching some of those matches because Von Erichs were over like hell. Like, they had all the fangirls, man. The chicks were going absolutely bonkers. And it's just a tragedy what happened to 95% of the Von Erich wrestling family.
Yep, and the 4 horsemen that are in the Hall of Fame are Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Barry Windham, and J.J. Dillon.
Now, if only they would add Lex Luger,
Sting, Vicious, Roma, Pillman, Benoit, McMichael, Jarrett, Hennig, and Malenko.
yes, especially what's his name? As you said earlier, the one everybody hates.
They're not
Ole,
putting Beth
Ole.
in that.
No, the
McMichael?
one everybody even refuses to even call Horseman.
Jarrett.
No, he had an Italian name.
Roma?
Yeah, Paul Roma. Nobody even acknowledges him.
Why?
With that being said, guys, I'm on call again. I've been called discreetly to be the cat litter.
All right, then.
I remember McMichaels. Oh yeah, Ben Wall definitely not going to get in.
Yeah, probably.
Because I remember it was Flair, Ben Wall, McMichael, Bongo McMichael.
Also, at one point, Jeff Jarrett was a horseman for a few months.
I
I don't think I'm recognized as a horseman though.
He was for a few months. He was with the group. He even had a mini feud with Steve Mongo McMichael. And Roman Reigns is taking control.
Hennig was a traitor.
What was that? What was that, Car Junkie?
Well, Hennig was a traitor.
Yep, he was in the Horsemen, and then a few weeks later joined the NWO. Calvian Hall.
World War III.
By the way, Calvian Hall, I believe Jim Ross is in the Hall of Fame. I should be correct, right?
Who?
Jim Ross, he's in the Hall of Fame already.
Jim Ross is? Yeah.
Yeah, because Calvian Hall was said that he should be in the Hall of Fame, but he was inducted, I believe, the same year as Lawler, right?
Yeah. Von Erichs, yeah, dude, that was tragic, and I mean that put like a black cloud on Texas wrestling.
Yep.
Yep.
And LPH, has Bruce Bulldog not been inducted?
No, he hasn't.
Okay, that's one that needs to go in.
Owen Hart.
Well, with Owen, they'll have to, they can't get Owen in because, his fiance just hates wrestling.
Who else?
I'm trying to think of what other people could go in the Hall of Fame. Whoa.
Can we create a Hall of Shame too?
Why?
To recognize the shittiness that was Gilbert, the Duke of Dumpster, Drosy,
The Goon! Pretty much everybody that...
Red Rooster.
By the way, just if you want a good example for everyone in the Hall of Shame, just watch the Gimmick Battle Royal from WrestleMania 17.
I know! Shiki better be... No, Shiki's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he was in the Hall of Fame, I believe, 2004 or 2005, right?
Oh, Heyman.
Yeah, Heyman should be in Hall of Fame for sure, without a single...
Heyman and Bishop inducted the same year.
That'll go over so great.
You know who should definitely be in the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Tommy Dreamer.
Don't forget, who else? The Dudley?
Oh, Sandman!
No, not Sandman.
Sandman proved that you could be a good wrestler without being a good wrestler.
Oh, don't forget Taz.
Oh, yeah, Taz.
Yes.
Oh, that did.
The human Tazplex machine.
Who else?
Sabu!
Joey Styles.
Yes.
Houston.
Joey Styles, Steve Corino.
Bob Ortiz.
Who?
Bob Ortiz. He was the ECW ring announcer.
Joey Gertner.
Yeah, Joe Gardner.
Joe Gertner.
I can only imagine the kind of Hall of Fame limerick he would come up with. Honestly,
Shane Douglas.
and now this match is over, and Shane Douglas would never be in the Hall of Fame because he hates Vince with a passion.
Who's Shane Douglas?
Shane Douglas, he was the first ever true ECW champion. He did it after he threw down the NWA World Title back in 1994, thus forming Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Hey, I got one for you. CM Punk.
I'd say that happened in about 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Macho Manson, thank God.
Yeah,
Pennington.
because
Luger?
Luger should definitely be in within the next couple
Angle.
years.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, maybe, once his TNA contract runs out and he stops wrestling.
I think for what Jarrett has done for the industry, yes.
Is Jerry Jarrett in the Hall of Fame yet?
I don't think so. No, you got to induct the Jarretts together.
No, it has to be Jerry first. Jerry first.
Okay.
That you can do Jerry first, then a few years later you can do Jeff. And a giant clothesline from Mr. Roman Reigns.
I got one.
Oh, by the way, I'm seeing some good names in the chat. LPH has Ken Shamrock. Dragonman has Mike Awesome. Calvion has the Honky Tonk.
Demolition needs
Oh, yes.
to be in.
Demolition, yes. Demolition should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Also, Honky Tonk Man for sure. I mean, just for the fact that he was the longest reigning IC champion of all time, and he still is. Isn't that weird? Like, after all these decades, he's still the longest reigning IC champion of all time?
Dude. I got another one for you, T-Dub. See if you agree with me here. I just had his name. He was let's go. Let's go some. Who would go from like Lucha Libre in like Mexico?
Obviously, Rey Mysterio. Let's see. Obviously, one of the name. Let's see. What other names?
Is Gory Guerrero in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the father.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else they could put.
About to say, Honky Tonk Man was offered the Hall of Fame back in 2013, but he had to turn it down.
Oh, right. That may not have set well with them.
How about this one? If you go Mexico, Liger, Muda, Tono.
Don't you mean Japan?
Yeah.
Not Mexico?
I mean, yeah, Japan.
That's
If you go
the
Japan,
in the wrong
Ichimuto, Tono, Liger.
I think that there's a good chance that Liger could be next year. Although it would be quite interesting to hear him actually try to prepare a speech completely in English.
Who else? Parka could be in.
Oh yeah, Elliot Park should definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Pedro, what's it? Pedro Aguayo Jr.
Pedro Aguayo Jr.
Aguayo. Yeah. Who else should be in the Hall of Fame? Rock is going to get in.
Let's see.
JBL's going to get in.
Yes. Let's see. Ron Simmons is in, right?
Yeah. All right. Or Charles Wright.
The Godfather.
Yes. For his different character.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed Papa Shango.
I did too. I met him, so he's a cool guy.
Was he doing the Papa Shango gimmick?
No, he was just himself.
Did you claim that the Godfather and Papa Shango are the same person, or did I come back at the wrong time?
No, yeah, they are the same person.
Yep.
You never noticed that?
That who?
Pugsley apparently didn't know that Godfather and Papa Shango were the same person.
I didn't. I've only seen Papa Shango like twice maybe in my life.
Who else should be in the Hall of Fame? Pillman?
Pillman, for that, without a doubt. I mean, when you talk
Vader.
about... Oh, Vader, yes. Yes.
Bam Bam Bigelow? I
yeah.
think just induct all three, the Jersey Triad
Yes.
could be in, all three. And I think DDP, if what he did in WCW didn't qualify enough, how about saving Scott Hall and Jake the Snake Roberts' lives?
Yeah, and as far as Chris Kanyon goes, you know all the cruiserweights that came into WCW in like 1999? That was all because of Chris Kanyon.
Conan too? Right?
No, in 1999, he brought in a whole bunch of...
no. Conan was responsible for like Stereo and...
Yeah, that was like 1996. In 1999, Chris
There's
Kanyon...
another guy right there. Conan, what he's done in Lucha Libre.
Wow, it's like I never left.
Yes.
No, so I mean, like on the fact that like when I left, you guys were talking about the Horsemen, and I come back and you're still talking about the Horsemen.
No, we're talking about who should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, in that case, yeah, definitely Conan.
Conan.
Oh, Brian!
No, that's
How about this
Conan.
one?
There's a difference between Conan and Conan.
I got another one for you.
Wait, what?
Well, obviously Undertaker, and I'd say Kane too.
Kane for sure. I could also see.
Kane's done a-
I could see within the next 5 years Brock Lesnar as well.
For those who has innovate? Who I want to go for like innovation, people that change wrestling, and that's why I think Muda for sure and Liger,
Yes.
just for their innovation to wrestling. What about Hurricane?
Who?
The guy that invented the Hurricane Rana?
Oh, that would be Huracan Ramirez.
Yes, Hurricane Ramirez. Because that revolutionized Lucha Libre. You got to put Scott Steiner in there too.
That's right! Scott Steiner gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Gonna be a man there with the biggest pecs, biggest muscle. Gonna be big booty daddy right there in the Hall of Fame. Yeah!
Marcus Steiner Recliner, and the Flatliner.
No, Flatliner was Canyon.
Oh no! What was it? What is it?
Scott
Oh,
Steiner.
the Screwdriver too.
Yeah, Screwdriver. Flatliner was Canyon, and he came up with that name because he was using the name Mortis at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was being
Oh yeah,
accompanied
because
by.
that was the Mortal Kombat.
If Scott puts in, you have to put Rick in as well.
No,
Yeah.
Rick! You just gotta get me in there. Me, Big Scott there. I got my muscles too big to share a Hall of Fame spot with my brother. Look at these things. Big bad booty daddy, yeah!
Oh
I
yeah.
do remember Papa. I
Jim
also
Johnson.
remember the Steiner brothers. And in the 80s, there was no bigger. There were probably the 80s and the early 90s. There were two
Hey, is Mike
huge
Costa
tag
in
teams
the
everywhere
Hall
they
of
went.
Fame?
Car Junkie, hold on. Mass is explaining a point. Hold on, Car Junkie. Mass, you were saying?
The two biggest tag teams were the tag teams that no matter which promotion they went into, they were the biggest. And that was LOD and the Steiner brothers.
Oh, D10. Oh, D10.
By the way, which team is the roidiest?
Is the what?
Roidiest.
Rodius?
It's kind of hard to tell. A part of me wants to say the Steiners just because of how Jad Scott always was and Rick was a little bit, but I don't know.
I will say this, and in regards to tag team, I don't know if you saw one of the recent episodes of the list.
No, I have not.
I hate that show because basically it's what's taken over for Countdown.
Oh, they canceled Countdown?
I don't know, but there hasn't been any new episodes of it.
I know.
And
Noticed that. Like, it makes me a little sad. Is it just because the
Because
red
the
out
list is basically the same show, but with, I guess, a shorter list.
Yeah, and it's usually like top 5, and it's only like 5 minutes long.
Half an hour, yeah.
It's only like 5 minutes.
No, it's a half hour.
Oh, that's a new thing. I haven't seen the list then because I've seen a bunch of top 5 countdowns on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's 5 things with Tom Phillips.
Yes.
No, this is the list, and like instead of like wrestlers, they interview like celebrities and that stuff. Though they do have some wrestlers on there, but one of the recent episodes was the top 5 other guys, and they actually had Rick Steiner in there as
Okay.
other guy.
LPH, I agree with you. I
Let's
agree
see.
with you.
Of
Yeah,
course, they had-
LPH.
of course, the top other guy was Marty Jannetty, but
He's the quintessential other guy.
no, but one of the other guys they had in there was Dan Spivey
Oh, there's a name.
from the Skyscrapers.
Yeah.
He made the joke like, so you're in a tag team with Sid Vicious, and then Sid leaves. Well, you're no longer going to be the other guy now. And like, the only reason you can still be the other guy is if they bring somebody who will be phenomenal. And then they hit gong. Because the guy who replaced Sid was Mark Callos.
Mark Callis.
Mark Callis, a.k.a. The Undertaker.
Yeah, he sort of eclipsed him, and very few people remember Dan Spivey, unfortunately.
Well, here's the funny thing. He would be in the WWE, and he had that basically the gimmick that Bray Wyatt is based off of.
Huh.
Oh, God, what was the character's name? But he was basically this sort of like Cape Fear, like Southern guy, and he had these promos. and he was very nice, and then he was vicious in the ring.
About to say another other guy, Steve
Murphy?
Blackman.
Oh. Except people definitely remember Steve Blackman because he
I
had
remember Blackman.
because he sort of had nunchucks and he kicked the shit out of people.
Everybody will remember Steve Blackman for knocking Shane McMahon off the Titantron.
Yes. Also, they'll remember him for head cheese.
God damn it.
Just you just gotta love how Steve Blackman was always just this monotone guy, and then they teamed him up with Al Snow, the guy who's just way too much personality. It was the perfect tag team.
By the way, I think for WrestleMania, it's either going to be Lesnar versus Stone Cold or Lesnar versus The Rock.
By the way,
And
Pugsley, you're coming in low quiet. Calvian, I believe, yeah, Roddy's already in the Hall of Fame.
Roddy's a Hall of Famer.
Oh my God, the person next to the Delirious mask is wearing like a Frightmare mask.
Wait a minute, let me see. Yes! No, dude, that's Total Wicked and Frightmare. Was that the one? Oh, shit.
We got members of the Chikara in the audience. Holy fuck!
Yes.
This is the greatest episode of SmackDown ever. Just holy shit!
Dude, I've been watching Top 5 Smith from Chikara. Like, handpicked by the wrestler.
Yeah.
And people were mad because there was no beach break from Fire Ant. It's his best move.
So where in the seats is the guy with the Delirious mask?
They were just on camera just like 30 seconds ago. Like when they were panning to the audience during the.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's like when New Day were making their entrance, they cut to the crowd, and you saw the two guys in the masks, and that just made me mark out because you got members of the Chikara right there. And that made me very happy. There's nothing that makes me happier than seeing members of Chikara's fan base show their love for the company.
You ready for King of Trios?
I am more than ready. I am ecstatic.
BWO, Bullet Club. Holy shit! This is
When is King of Trios?
September.
Sometime in September, I think.
It's on pay-per-view, right?
No, it's on demand. They pretty much put the show up as soon as they're done filming it.
How much is it usually on demand?
$15 per night.
No, it's like $10 for each show.
Oh, they're making it $10 this year per show.
I think that's what I paid. I think for each.
Is it online too?
Yeah, it's only online.
Oh, so it's not like
MSVOD.com.
Yep. SmartMark Video on Demand. SMVOD.com.
I think I'm gonna pre-order all 3 nights.
Oh wait, so SmartMark Video is not a what's it called?
Parody?
No. It's what people use. Like they steal streams. They would go.
No, it's official.
It's a
No.
Okay, because I saw you sent me those links before.
No, I sent you those from like the completely different website. It's called let's see, it's called watchwrestling.ch.
But SmartMark Video is a legit site that has like the wrestling on demand.
Yeah, SmartMark Video. You actually have to pay for the wrestling shows, and they're partnered with multiple wrestling organizations.
Oh yeah.
Do they have Ring of Honor?
Not Ring of Honor, but like CZW, Chikara, and multiple independents.
Well, how many nights is King of Trios?
3.
So basically, it's $30.
Yeah.
$30.
But it's still worth it.
I know
It was worth it last year.
I know it's like $30 for 9 hours of wrestling.
Dude, you gotta and like the colonies import on 3 different teams.
Well, if I watch one night a month, then I'll be able to watch it by the end of the year.
You'll have to. You're gonna have a hard time not being spoiled by me and Card Junkie because after the show's over, we're gonna be marking out over for like the next like.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, dude, I'm Oh, you need to have me on WrestleCast after that for the King of Korea.
Yes. It's
Because
going
I've
to
been because I follow them on YouTube. It's
yes.
yeah, it's I have not been keeping up with Challenge of the Immortals because the King of Korea is the big show.
Yes. I think they should put like the Challenge of the Immortals scorecard on their website. Like they need to update their website like Challenge of the Immortals scorecards or something.
And so cause,
Let's see. LPH brings up Big Boss Man for Hall of Fame.
That would be good. Here's the question. Would you put him in along with the African Dream, baby, Akeem?
No. By the way, One Man Gang did reprise his role as Akeem for a part of a match when he was teaming with Demolition against Larry Sweeney and a couple other guys don't really recognize.
oh no, it was One Man Gang and it was One Man Gang and Demolition versus the Fabulous Trio.
Yeah, and one of them was Larry Sweeney.
Because there was Akeem, the African Dream cosplayer, in the
Yes.
crowd. That was awesome.
And at one point, Akeem puts the hat on and does a little strut off with Larry Sweeney.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was amazing.
I read somewhere that Demolition just had a recent match with the Powers of Pain.
You know, you can never do the trio Demolition anymore. It's
No.
stuff.
Yep.
How do you bring two laptops?
You have to get creative.
I mean, this is your company, Tito.
Yes, yes it is. And by the way, we now have officially stuffed crust pizza and thin crust pizza.
Oh, and you have pretzel cheese dip.
Yes.
I need to find a Little Caesars spot.
Yeah,
I
we
know there's Little Caesars.
we have recently really expanded our menu.
Yeah.
Also, if Jeff Gordon wins the race on I believe the 20th, it'll be a day of everyone getting a free lunch special.
Well, I liked Jeff Gordon before. I know we cheered for him because, he's the only racer on the circuit that actually can enunciate his words.
Also, he looks Jewish.
Ew.
Jeff Gordon.
He does?
We have a stand of him, like a huge, like a 5-foot stand of him at work, and with him smiling there, and I don't know, the way he just looks to me, he sort of reminds me of
No. Because here's the thing, Tito, and I do believe he is a Christian. And here's the thing: the reason he looks Jewish is because he actually takes care of his appearance. So when he stands next to the rest of the drivers of the NASCAR circuit, he looks Jewish.
Thanks, Mattis, for that one.
By the way, that is one of my favorite all-time Jeff Foxworthy jokes.
yeah. Yeah,
He's listening. He's like, everybody hates Jeff Gordon, and I thought they figured out why. You see, Jeff Gordon enunciates his words, and there just isn't any room for something like that in NASCAR.
Now they like people who talk so fast you don't know what the heck they just said.
What did you just say, Tito?
All right, we're gonna have Mr. No Days Off D Young and Mr. Xavier Woods in the ring. The future Dr. Woods.
No, the future Dr. Watson.
Yes. Elementary. And rolling elbow! That was a Misawa style rolling elbow from Darren Young.
Ooh.
Oh, that was pretty amazing. I really like that. I always like it when I see Japanese moves in a WWE ring, given a whole little national stage. It's cool. Are we gonna see a little flippy floppy? Ooh. Oh, DDT denied into a north. Oh no, rolling. Get rolling. Whoa. No gut check for you. Biggie says no thank you, good sir. We're going to take ourselves and we're going to make our leaves and we're going to have ourselves some glasses of milk. Because that is the drink of champions. And that's what they want to become, so it makes sense, doesn't it? Am I on crazy pills? Uh-oh. Speaking of crazy, here comes Los Matadores. Well, I'm hoping that Los Matadores make it into this year's video game. That would be pretty cool. And uh-oh, here come my boys, Los Lucha Dragons. And the crowd's going wild. They're doing the lucha thing. They're doing the lucha, lucha, lucha. We do know that Lucha Dragons have been confirmed for 2K16 via some screenshots and further information. And Xavier Woods, you're not going to want to turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Why are you turning around? Why you do this? You're just going to end up in. You're just going to get up getting hurt. You should have just ran away. Try to bum rush the tag teams. It would have been a lot better for you. And yep, now it's time to make a running start, and in the ring you go. Oh, that's gonna leave a bit of a mark.
Oh, yes.
Millions of dollars. Making moves, making moves, making $1 million moves.
Oh, I think we're gonna see Lucha Dragons and Lucha Matadores next.
It's possible. It could happen. We've seen it before. Although,
It's got action and nostalgia.
because we've seen it before. Oh, very nice reference. I like that. Oh, one thing that also has been noted in the 2K16 video game is that they have updated the WWE title to make it look more modern, like the one South wears, which has the updated logo and the World Heavyweight title little name thingy at the bottom where it says World Heavyweight title. Little, yeah, that thing.
Time for a promo.
Yes, which means it's basically an intermission, a glorified intermission.
It's because you see, here's the thing. Since Divas matches don't suck anymore, you can't use it as the piss break.
Am I the only one who finds it weird whenever Sting makes a public appearance without face paint? By the way, to the woman that is holding the WWE Women's title, you're awesome for buying the Women's title instead of the Divas belt. That person has class.
So basically now, like, WrestleMania and SummerSlam are like conventions.
Well, they've always treated SummerSlam as their summer WrestleMania. It's just now they're more or less making it official.
Well, no, but I'm just saying is that, like, in recent years, like, I mean, there's always been access and like, some talks, but it's like, now they're really, like, dedicating to, like, hey, you know, it's all about the entire weekend with the payoff being WrestleMania.
Yeah, I can see
Or,
that.
I mean, the payoff being the Sunday night.
Yeah,
with
SummerSlam, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like, it seems, you know, it's funny. It seems like last year at SummerSlam and at WrestleMania, they had a DX panel.
Yep. And of course, this year they're going to have a panel for 2K games to have even more bigger roster reveal.
But you know
I
what?
personally want to see. That'd be awesome to see Liger in the game.
Yeah.
I think if Liger is ever in the video game, you'll have to wait for DLC.
That'd be awesome. Oh, the Japanese Legends DLC. Holy.
Well, we know they have some of the move sets.
Oh yeah, they definitely have some of the moves in there, and
I mean, there's the Bombay knee, or you can pronounce it better.
Bomaye.
Obaye.
Bomayes.
Yeah, that's Shinsuke
That
Nakamura.
is
Shinsuke
Nakamura.
Nakamura's.
Have they done Shining Wizard in any game?
Yeah, but most of the time it's not done too properly. Most of the time when they do Shining Wizard is actually a Shining Enziguri. There aren't any actual...
Dude, Shining Enziguri... Dude, there is a big difference between, you know, Glimmering Warlock and Shining Wizard.
Yeah,
Huge difference.
Most of the time, yeah, there's very few proper Shining Wizards in the game.
Well,
Well,
dude,
isn't a Shining Wizard a knee?
yeah.
Yeah, Shining Wizard is a step-up knee to the face to a kneeling opponent.
Moon can hit that from anywhere.
And a Dragon Man...
Shining Wizard!
Shiny Wizard! Oh! By the way, I agree with Dragon Man in the chat that the Divas belt is the tramp stamp title.
Well, yeah.
I will say this. You know what I wish WWE will do in the future on the network?
What?
Is they'll allow you to switch, like, the commentary. And I just hope that, like, they'll have, like, I'm sure they'll have Spanish, but I hope they'll have, like, Japanese on there. Because I would love to, like, go back and listen to classic pay-per-views on Japanese commentary.
Like, actually have Japanese people come in and record their own commentary, like, just for even classic shows?
Even if that, yeah.
Like, I wonder what, like, could you imagine Hogan versus Andre with Japanese commentary?
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking I want to watch. Well, I want to watch that. I would love to hear the Japanese commentary for the Hell in a Cell between Foley and Taker.
Calvian Hall, I doubt Matt and Jeff Hardy will be in 2K16, seeing as they have as they are contracted to TNA at the moment.
Yep. That's so sick. Me personally, I would love to see. Ooh, there you go, Matt Hardy in the Hall of Fame.
I think the Hardy Boys will definitely be in once their stint with TNA is over, whenever that is.
Well, probably within the year, if, or I should say whenever the Destination America thing is over.
Well, TNA has already said that even if they get dropped from Destination America, they have backup plans.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they have
And this is Dixie Carter talking. I take anything she says with a grain of salt.
Well, she says that they're definitely good for at least the next year.
Is it me or do I not, or anyone else not give a fuck about stuff enough?
I used to, but then all my favorites got voted off because fans are stupid.
Well, because they like Z, and Z doesn't give a fuck about
Hey, by the way, is Z still on?
Yeah, ZZ is still there.
Even after they supposedly cut video together to make him look bad?
They didn't cut video together to make him look bad. They just released a video of Billy Gunn chewing him out during one of the training sessions.
But I saw a rumor that supposedly the WWE was going to cut the live show in a way that would make Z look bad.
No, they're still being legit about it, unfortunately.
What is wrong with them? Of all time for them to choose to be fucking legit. We're here practically begging for them to be an asshole.
You see, this is why I liked Tough Enough when Steve Austin was in charge of who stays and who goes. Because at least then he could provide a legitimate reason.
Yeah. Not that would sometimes matter because, hey, we still got, what's her name on WIS?
Cameron.
What?
Cameron.
She's not. She doesn't have that big of a role though.
Yeah, but how is she the only one from that era of Tough Enough that's here? What about all those people that could actually wrestle from that show?
You mean Envy? Well, one of them's on Lucha Underground.
Yeah, Matt Cross. He's Son of Havoc.
No, there's the woman, Envices.
Evilise.
Evilise. I think she was Tough Enough.
Oh wow.
Or Sofia Cortez.
The baddest bitch in the building.
Back
I
now.
think she was Tough Enough as well. Well, Matt Cross was established before.
You know what's weird about Matt Cross? I've said this multiple times before, is that they cut out so much footage of him doing crazy shit, and at one point set himself on fire.
He did what?
At one point during Tough Enough, he set himself on fire, but they cut all that footage just to make him look boring.
I hope one day somebody finds all
Dude.
the unedited footage.
Dude,
And,
that Cross should have been.
pieces them.
Wasn't Matt Cross the one who got injured?
Don't think so.
That was Envices.
Because I remember from the Austin Tough Enough, there was a wrestler who was a favorite, but then he got injured.
I think that was someone else.
That was a girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
there was a girl, but there was also a guy.
And of course, now they're showing Mattis' favorite match of all time: Brock Lesnar Undertaker, WrestleMania 30.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I thought you were jumping for joy when Lesnar broke the streak.
I was sad. No, dude.
No, I was busy throwing up in my toilet.
Nobody was happy about it.
Literally.
You can't have been that upset over the ending.
Well, I was, but literally I was throwing up because I had food poisoning. If you remember, I was supposed to be on there to review.
Oh, I
but
forgot.
didn't because I was too busy running back to the bathroom, throwing up, and having diarrhea. Because I got food poisoning from bad sushi that kept me out for 3 days.
Ouch.
Right here.
That's if you can do that.
Well, then again, I don't know if it was a bad sushi or a combination. I just overate, and the mixture of things of sushi with hot items like pizza rolls and pizza and
I'm guessing
overeating probably can do that to you.
And I'm guessing that Undertaker losing didn't help.
yeah.
By the way, what's funny is how my friend, who is one of the biggest Undertaker marks, did not mind seeing him lose.
I think it was Undertaker's call that to lose the streak to Lesnar.
No, that was Vince's call. Vince was like, "Hey, you're gonna lose." And Undertaker was like, "Okay."
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Buzzley.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you were coming in a bit quiet earlier.
Skype is having issues.
Yeah. Are you trying to use your phone for it?
No, I thought about it because like my internet just died on my computer and my phone was fine, so I was like, whatever. But I didn't.
Yeah, but of course, you have established that you don't like the build-up for this match.
I'm not the biggest fan of it because it doesn't really make that much sense.
Makes perfect sense.
So Undertaker loses his streak and then he waits over a year, even though him and Lesnar were in the same building for WrestleMania 31.
Well, no, but here's the thing. It wasn't so much that he waited a year. It's that Lesnar beat him up so bad that he was out.
He could have
for a
come
year.
back for a year.
I know, but they were in the same building for WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, but that was for him to
I mean, he
see
can
if he
fight
could
him.
still come back.
It's like, oh, I'm going to beat up Husky Harris, but then I'm just going to ignore Undertaker, even though I'm so mad at Undertaker, but I'm just going to ignore him.
Or mad at Undertaker, mad at Lesnar.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so mad at Lesnar, but I'm just going to ignore him.
But that's the thing, is that Bray Wyatt was a challenge to see if he could still go, and it was that he would still go. So that was like, okay, I have risen. I've come back from this beating that Lesnar and this injury that he gave me that knocked me out for a year. It's time for me to train. And so he went on a training, and his training ended at Battleground when he came back and cost
That's a lot of conjecture.
Yeah, but that's how I think they're trying to work it.
They have not established that in the slightest.
I think they're asking the fans too.
Nah, you have to be a bit more specific than that, because I'm still wondering, like, they still haven't explained why did the Undertaker wait so long? Why did he not attack at WrestleMania? Why didn't he not attack in the main events?
So what you're saying is, explain!
Yes. Explain, WWE! Explain!
WWE's not going to explain because they're going to forget their own like head
over
canon,
Tito's
and it'll just be
house.
terrible.
Oh, Neville has pyro this week. They're always really random with Neville's pyro. I wish they would just be consistent for once. That would be nice.
He's always had pyro.
No, some weeks he does, some weeks he doesn't.
Dude, he always has fire.
No, some weeks he does, some weeks he doesn't. They're always
Is he on SmackDown?
no, just on Raw and SmackDown. It's just like it's always random.
Because every time I see him on Raw, I see that pyro come down from the ceiling.
Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. It's just the most inconsistent thing. I've seen quite a few matches where they just don't do any pyro.
What we're saying is that we've never noticed it. We've always seen him have pyro.
It's very noticeable to me because there are so many matches where like they just decide no pyro.
And you know what? Maybe it's not because they're being inconsistent. Maybe it's because, well, okay. Let me throw that out the window right there. That argument. Because that's not even going to make sense.
Yep.
Because I was about to say, maybe it's because the building doesn't allow it. I'm like, wait a minute. You still have the pyro at the beginning of the show. Fuck.
Yeah. There are very few arenas WWE goes to where they don't allow pyro. Very, very few.
Oh, and here's the stupidest commercial in the world.
Are you seeing the one with the birds?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's a phone commercial. It's like, the birds flew outside for the window, but then they didn't like their new home because they kept buffering little videos on their little bird phones. Birds don't like that, so they came home. It's basically a commercial for Verizon for coming home and getting a discount for coming back to them.
Ah.
It's stupid.
It's not exactly conveyed that well.
Yeah. Because, you know, when you see geese, you automatically think Verizon phones.
Yeah, that's definitely what you think of.
Yep.
Dude, I'm actually registering for a comedy night right now during the commercial, and I basically have to click on "I am not a robot" in order to get it processed.
Sure.
I have a friend performing. Dude, so State of Texas has gone to one sticker for registration, state inspection. So, like, we have a receptionist pull up the state inspection report, and it actually asks the reception to prove that she's not a robot.
But I would just like to ask you guys, which legends do you think will appear in 2K16?
Macho Man, Piper, Dusty.
Warrior?
Maybe.
Let's see.
By the way,
Iron Sheik is already in as what was his gimmick? Colonel Mustafa.
no!
Yep.
No,
He's still
no. You always do cheeky. Fuck Mustafa.
Yep. General Adnan and Colonel Mustafa are confirmed for the game.
Who's the general?
General Adnan.
Who was the general?
He was the guy who looks like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, no, but who played him? Which wrestler?
He's
Wait a
not.
minute, they're going to be in 2K16?
Yeah, General Adnan and Colonel Mustafa.
I guess Sergeant Slaughter's in there?
I guess so, but they haven't confirmed him yet.
Well, why would they have those two in there and not him?
I don't know. I don't really like Colonel Mustafa, that character, because it's just like, no, he's Sheiky. Just let him be Sheik. I'm trying to think of what other legends that could be in there. I mean, they're going to have some Attitude Era guys, so maybe Gangrel?
I don't think Gangrel will be in there.
Yeah, so how many wrestlers have they confirmed again?
Over 120 are going to be in the game.
How many were 2K15?
Like 60-something?
So twice the roster of 2K15.
More or less. It's going to be a big roster. Here we go. Mr. Swiss Superman, Claudio Cesaro.
Guys, I'll have to be right back. I'm being summoned.
Yes.
Okay?
This is proof that Mattis is a demon because he's being summoned.
I'm coming!
Who's the demon?
Mattis, because he's being summoned. Pugsley gets it.
I'm on call.
Pugsley gets it. Right, Pugsley?
I get it.
Yay. She gets
on
the
call.
thing.
Does that mean that Mattis is a doctor? He's on call.
Demon.
Yeah. No, he's the Doctor.
Demon. No, that's Menace. Not Menace. That's Meek Shell because he's wearing a fez.
Yeah, Mike Shell's the Doctor. He's wearing a fez. No, you're the Phantom. You're the new Phantom, because the old Phantom got killed, so you're the new one.
Well, that's rather violent. They just got killed.
Well, yeah.
Dude, this has such an international flair to it, don't you think?
Yeah. Don't you remember
Brit?
Yep. Yeah, British. British person.
And you got a French Canadian.
Yeah, British person, a French Canadian, a Swiss, and an American. It's basically a United Nations match.
All right,
Remember, it's
Western
Claudio
Hemisphere versus
and
Eastern
Todd
Hemisphere
versus
match.
Tyler Black and Kevin Steen.
Yes.
This could have been a Dragon Gate match or PWG match.
PWG, probably. I could see it.
Not really Chikara or CCW. But Claudio and Steen wrestled everywhere.
Yes.
Let's be a good new, like, All Japan or Noah or New Japan match.
Am I the one who finds weird that Kevin Owens has the barbed wire Minitron and not Dean Ambrose?
Dude, y'all didn't believe me that he would be in the WWE, but I told you guys. I'm still not letting that one go.
You know who I'd like to see in WWE?
I called it once they got Generico, they were going to get Steen.
However, it looks like Kevin Dunn is not a fan, though.
Fuck Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, he told Randy Orton to call Kevin Owens fat.
What are we in preschool?
Dude, he was a fat bastard, and according to Heelbook. Fat bastard, athletic Seth Rogen.
Stupid. Apparently, Kevin Dunn told.
So I'm back.
Randy Orton to call Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens fat.
I'm back in Mark Shell. It's not that I'm a doctor, by the way.
One of the masterminds behind the backstage people.
Can you guys hear me?
Who
Yep.
literally
Yes.
just doesn't give a shit and ruins everything good.
It's not that I'm a doctor, it's that my grandmother is here, which means anytime anybody has a problem with
and I believe he dislikes the divas.
I have to be the one to fix
Unless
it
you
or
have
something.
like the stereotypical big boobs.
In this case, Mike Shell, it was that she didn't know how to turn off the air conditioner.
Well, that's lovely.
Shooting star Brett.
And which pretty much guarantees that it's not going to be on for her 3 weeks you're here, which means for the next 3 weeks we're going to have a 90-degree house.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Yep.
Dude,
Oh,
90
fun
degree house. What's the high right now for you guys?
Better go invest in some fans.
Let's see the high today. Let me check my phone.
Well, it's been getting in the 90s up here.
Today's high was 85.
I'll trade you high, T-Dub. I'll trade you.
You want to get high?
No, I'll trade you.
Don't get me wrong.
I'll trade you.
Yeah, I understand. You're in the hundreds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Anthony,
Yeah.
it's hot. I was sweating today and before.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Hey!
I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off.
Oh, I'll say what that.
And now you're
Why the hell would that be me? That was Mattis.
Yeah, that didn't sound anything like Pugsley.
Wow, I'm ashamed.
Like, why would you think that Pugsley sounds like Mattis? Well, why would you think that?
I heard a higher voice.
So, I can do a higher voice too.
You're all about the bass, T-Dub.
I'm all about that bass. About that bass.
Okay, I set you up for that one. I apologize.
Car junkie, I love you so much. Pugsley, I didn't know that you had that in you.
That is Dave.
No, if you gotta do a Dave slap, you have to do it right. Dave!
Oh yes, baby, a little lower. Oh,
Metaphorically end your life.
Pugsley
Makes
is
better now.
Pugsley is not having any of your shit, Mattis.
No, I'm not.
Never take any of our shit.
Well, I'll kick you in the face.
You keep saying that you're gonna drop kick us, throw us.
Happen. It's going to happen.
You're not gonna drop kick or.
I'm gonna drop them. I'm gonna drop kick you in the face.
You can't. You're not gonna drop kick any of us. You're not gonna throw any of.
Yeah, I got one today.
You're getting kicked in some manner or fashion. I don't know how yet.
You know.
What?
Who should WWE sign next?
Who's my what?
Who do you think the WWE should go after next?
Oh, the next prospect for WWE within the next few years will be, without question,
Drago.
possibly Drago. But, for sure, without question, unequivocally, this person has to be signed within the next few years because the work they do is so amazing. It has to be
Just say who.
Icarus.
Icarus? No, he's not leaving Chikara.
I don't know who it is.
You know what? People thought Kevin Owens would never leave Ring of Honor.
No, but Icarus revived Chikara. Storyline wise.
Yes.
If they pull anybody from Chikara, it should be Dashiell Hatfield.
No, I'm sad because they might take off his mask, and I never want to see who's under the mask.
Well, he was like 3 or 4 different masked wrestlers.
I know exactly, but we never saw his face.
No. The guy, they should bring because WWE should actually have brought in Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston's too hardcore.
Speaking of masks, you know how, like, I don't know if this is true or not, but, like, for lucha wrestlers, it's like a dishonor if you get your mask taken off.
Yeah, like, for a Lucha de Apuestas or match with wager, it's very rare to happen, and when it does, it's a huge deal. So that's why I'm not a big fan of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm not a big fan of WWE constantly just taking everyone's mask off.
Yeah, that's why. But I was like...
When they take the mask off, they took it off...
El Generico, Dos Caras, and...
Ray lost his mask in matches, but he didn't have his mask taken off permanently.
And there's also Ricardo Rodriguez. He wore a mask before going to WWE.
He was El Local.
Yeah, well, in WWE he was El Local, but outside, I forget his wrestling name outside of WWE.
I was gonna say that match where the Vampiro match, Pentagon like nearly lost his mask because it was freaking ripped.
Yeah, that happens in no DQ matches a lot.
But I was like, damn, does that still count as like a big deal, like a big dishonor because his mask?
Yes,
his
it
mask
is.
Was ripped?
Yes, it's a
huge. I'll tell you what promotion has been very guilty of ripping masks off wrestler. Raw.
Oh yeah, they did that to Mysterious Q.
Jared Steele and I was there for the Twin Tigers versus Full of Ball match. I was there in the crowd. You could see me, Tito.
I'll be sure to look for you when I eventually watch that.
Yeah, he ripped the mask off those two, and then Jared Steele lost it. But what they didn't show you was there was a wrestler that came out and like confronted Fall of Ball at the event I was at. And they don't show it. It's
one other promotion that was pretty bad about it was WCW.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, fuck bitch off," when they took Mysterio's mask.
Yeah, well,
and Hoovie's mask.
Yeah, and Hoovie's mask. The only one that they did legit was Psicosis, who actually lost his match in Mexico beforehand.
Oh, Nietzsche the Millionaire?
Yeah, Nicho el Millonario. Yeah, Nicho el Millonario.
Dude, he's one ugly motherfucker.
I've seen uglier. I think Hoovie's uglier.
Ray always looks like a kid.
Oh, yes, he does. By the way, Psicosis did return to wearing a mask a little bit in Mexico, and he ended up losing the mask again, I believe, to Psicosis number 2.
All the irony. There.
By the way, Psicosis number 2 was the one that appears in the AAA video game.
Oh, and who else? Alberto and who else?
Yes.
Volador Jr. both lost their masks.
Well, Volador Jr. lost his mask because he thought he was going to WWE to wrestle with Mystico. But unfortunately...
And what about Alberto? And Alberto was going to go to AAA. Oh, no. No, TNA.
Yeah, but he didn't. Dos Caras Jr. never officially lost his mask. They just say, you know what, you're just going to stop wearing it now. And I just don't like how they do that.
What's the one guy's name that Sexy Star had a match with and he lost his mask?
That was Superfly.
Sorry for
Superfly
that.
lost
I was
his
like,
mask?
yeah. Can they put it back on at any point in time?
Not
Like now, but like say he like not retires, but like goes out on break or something, comes back sometime later, and can he come back as like Superfly but with a mask on?
Possibly, but it's a very iffy thing.
But I've never really known.
It's a pretty iffy thing. It's pretty big because they would have to get like.
I know it's a very big deal, but can they restore the honor and get it put back?
They can.
Yeah, once you lose your mask, that's pretty much hard.
Yeah, there have been very few wrestlers that go back to wearing the mask afterwards.
Because like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's usually like a career-ending thing, right? You've lost your mask, so your career's over. But
It's not
really.
No, Cibernetico lost his mask.
And he's pretty big. He's still a big guy and big heel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I feel like the way, at least from what I've been told, it was like you lose your mask, you're done.
Sometimes it all depends on how well they recover afterwards. Because to a lot of people, their mask is their image, and after that, the people don't connect as well.
Why would you put them through it? Why would you put them through that? Like that's like career. And
it's funny because Sin Cara, remember the current Sin Cara lost his mask to the original Sin Cara, and he's now the Sin Cara.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, that's because they did a whole switcheroo because Mystico will.
Yeah, Mystico. AK, and he's now
Mystico left.
And he's now wrestling as Mystecies.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a match with Rey Mysterio Jr. at the main event of Triple Mania.
We were actually talking about that. Rey Mysterio's outfit was awesome.
I'll have to.
He was like the king of good outfits
because he had these like bat-like wings.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio loves to cosplay for big events.
Oh, he was the Joker one year at WrestleMania.
Everybody was talking about the 3D-like mask he had.
Rey Mysterio can totally retire and go into like costume design. It'll be great.
Yes.
Not even design, just giving people ideas. He doesn't have to make them.
Oh, that is a great reversal right there to a sharpshooter.
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor.
Well,
holy crap!
Well,
okay, that's awesome.
To be fair, Cesaro is also CZW.
CZ Dub, CZ Dub, CZ Dub. BDK, BDK, BDK.
Oh, Chikara as well, yes. And
there we have Chikara on there, so.
And there's the match, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Steve.
I like that. That's good. That's good heel heat.
Yep.
And now Cesaro is saying, "I'm not going to take any of your nonsense, Mr. Owens. I'm going to respond with my gentleman-like punches."
I bet you.
Is he going to do it? He's going to. Oh my God! He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Do it. Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Fuck!
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Like, why would you expect anything different?
I was hoping he was going to do the big airplane spin where he doesn't even hold them with his hands.
What is it? Dude, Alpha Mayor. Oh, no.
I was so hoping that he was just going to do like the airplane spin where he just spins him around and he has his hands on his hips and he's not even holding it with his hands and they're still spinning and it's really awesome.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, is SmackDown. Final thoughts, Pugsley.
3 out of 5.
Alrighty, Car Junkie.
I gave it a 4.
Mike Shell.
Lackluster all around. 2.5 out of 5.
Alright, Mr. Mattis.
3 out of 5.
And I'll give this show a 2.75 out of 5 because there were some spectacular matches overall, but it's sort of just, and I will say that this is one of the episodes of SmackDown that sort of went by really quickly, so I have to give it that, but there was a bit of filler in there, a bit of filler as usual, because, they can't possibly fill 2 hours of just, really good wrestling and really good all that stuff, but anyways, that has been RiffDown, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night we're going to have Wii U game night. it's going to be me and the Shades. It's going to be some fun times there. We're going to be playing Splatoon. I can't wait. It's going to be just a good old fun time playing Splatoon and just Splatooning around. I can't wait for that. And then, of course, Saturday night, SNN Radio. LC is going to be hosting his usual round of radness, and hopefully everything will go fine there. And, of course, the next stream will be possibly Tuesday, if Shades can get things together. Possibly Monday or Tuesday, if Shades can get things together. And then Wednesday, Matty J Live with Matty J, Mike Shell over here, myself, and the Shades. Should be fun times there. I keep saying fun times because that's what they are. We're going to have lots and lots of fun times together, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, going to bring things around Thursday for RiffDown. So, until then, this is TWK of TWK Reviews telling you to work your gimmick.